True friendship is revealed in moments of crisis, and today India has once again shown that it is not a friend of words, but a friend of action. What happened at Bondi Beach in Sydney, Australia, was not just an attack on one country. It was a direct assault on humanity, peace, and civilized society. On a day meant for celebration, as members of the Jewish community gathered to mark the first day of their religious festival, terror struck without warning. A place filled with joy, families, and laughter turned into a scene of panic, bloodshed, and chaos. So far, 12 innocent lives have been lost, and more than 19 people are seriously injured. The sound of waves was replaced by screams. Happiness was replaced by fear. This was not random violence. Australian authorities have now officially declared the Bondi Beach incident a terrorist attack. The New South Wales Police Commissioner has stated clearly, the attack was planned, deliberate, and carried out using weapons, leaving no room for doubt. The Premier of New South Wales, Chris Minns, confirmed what many feared. This attack was a direct and targeted strike against Sydney's Jewish community, carried out on a religious holiday in a public place. That is terrorism in its most cowardly and brutal form. And in this dark hour, India stood up. Prime Minister Narendra Modi strongly condemned the horrific terrorist attack, sending a powerful message not just to Australia, but to the entire world. Prime Minister Modi said clearly, India stands firmly with the people of Australia in this hour of grief. He reaffirmed India's zero-tolerance policy toward terrorism, making it absolutely clear terrorism is not about religion, not about community, and not about nationality. It is a crime against all of humanity. This was not diplomatic formality. This was moral clarity. India knows the cost of terrorism. For decades, India has suffered attacks on its cities, its people, and its democracy. India understands that when innocent lives are targeted, the damage goes far beyond victims. It shakes entire societies. That is why when a close friend like Australia is attacked, India does not hesitate. The India-Australia relationship today is more than strategic cooperation. It is built on shared democratic values, shared security concerns, and shared resolve. Whether it is the Quad Alliance, Indo-Pacific security, or the global fight against terrorism, India and Australia have consistently stood shoulder to shoulder. The Bondi Beach attack became another test of this partnership, and India passed that test with clarity and conviction. Prime Minister Modi's message was unmistakable: no compromise with terror, no double standards, no safe haven for those who sponsor, support, or justify terrorism. Following the attack, Australian authorities have significantly tightened security. Jewish religious sites, public gatherings, and crowded areas are now under heightened police protection. Investigative agencies are working around the clock to expose the entire terror network behind the attack. But this is no longer just Australia's question. This is a global question. If democratic nations do not unite with strength and consistency against terrorism, terrorists gain confidence, and innocent people pay the price. India's position is absolutely clear. No matter where terrorists come from, no matter what name they use, India will stand against them. India will stand with its friends. India will never remain silent in the face of innocent bloodshed. The blood spilled at Bondi Beach is a reminder. Terrorism is not over. But it is also true that when countries like India openly follow a zero-tolerance doctrine, the roots of terrorism begin to weaken, because the true test of friendship comes in difficult times. And once again, in this moment of pain and loss, India has proven that it is a true, reliable, and unwavering friend of Australia. Strong against terror, firm with friends, and uncompromising when it comes to humanity.